Hi, it's Mike Devlin with the Devlin Real Estate Group, brokered by eXp Realty, powered by Place. I got a question from one of my team members today about showing property and how do you decide which property to show first and second and third, and how do you get a tour altogether, and how does all that work, and what software, what program, etc. And I wanted to show you, I'm going to show you how I would do that. So in the MLS, when you do a search, and when I'll go back to results in the multiple listing service, and I'm using Matrix, I'm in MLS listings. I believe that every MLS has a function, but this is in Matrix, and I found, let's say, 5 properties that I want to show. How would I schedule all that? Well, one of the choices under actions is directions. And if you click on directions, what's going to happen is it's going to start at a certain point. It picks, I don't know, north or south, and it just goes in sequential order. You could add a start point. For example, if you definitely wanted to start with Street and not Kentucky, you could have it start at Russell Street. You could also have the start being, we're going to meet at Pete's Coffee at 10 o'clock, and then we're going to go through this, and it would rearrange it based upon whatever you put down as a start. That's pretty cool. Now we know what order. We've got all these things, properties, links, addresses. Now we just have to get them in a calendar, and I would always use Google Calendar, and I would create a calendar invite for each one of the specific properties. Now, it's a new world. What you can do is using a screen capture program, and you just go up and you do a screenshot for that list of properties, and then you go to Google Gemini. And I don't know, do I have Gemini open here? So go to Gemini. And the thing about Gemini is that it can control, modify, edit a Google Calendar. For example, if I take that image and I prompt it, I'm going to be showing these properties in Berkeley starting at 10 a.m. Can you create calendar invites for each one? What does it do? It bangs out a bunch of Google Calendar invites. And so I would create a calendar invite for each of the properties, allowing, depending on the area, enough time to show it and get to the next one. I would invite, it would have the address of the properties. It might have links to information about the properties. You can do that in Google Calendar. I would invite the buyers to each of those calendar events. And then if we want to skip one or something that's really easy because they're all individual events and the order was determined by using the MLS, Google created the calendar events. All we have to do now is share them, add a few whistles and bells. That was my tech tip for the day. If you have any questions about how you might want to get more out of the technology that you have available or getting better technology, talk to me about joining a team.